Hey guys, MJ Moon here. Before we get started with the video, just wanted to quickly preface this video with a bit of context. I streamed my first runs of Fear and Hunger on my YouTube, but I had a lot of technical difficulties at the beginning of the stream. However, I cut those out for a better viewer experience. Fear and Hunger 2 Termina is an indie horror RPG with explicit violence and gore. If I had to describe the Fear and Hunger franchise, I would say that it's a game that has all the brutality and grit of Berserk, the manga series of course, and the gameplay of Undertale. The game also depicts things like self-harm, depression, child abuse, sexual violence, and drug addiction. And also, if you did happen to enjoy the content, please hit that like button and subscribe for more Fear and Hunger 2. I'll be streaming every Saturday here on YouTube, and now without further ado, let's get to the video. Okay. I think I got it this time, guys. Thank you. Thanks for your patience. All right, let's get into the game. Let's take a look. Ex-soldier, age 18. So this is the firearm character, which is interesting because the first Fear and Hunger was, I believe it was like medieval ages. They had like wizards and knights and stuff. So it's weird that it's like World War I, World War II-ish. And then you got the occultist. Kind of reminds me of the girl. So someone who channels like otherworldly forces. The doctor. That could be potentially pretty useful. And then we have the mechanic, adept at crafting her own makeshift weapons and traps, along with mechanical skills. She also understands more complicated machinery. Yellow mage. It's like a selfish. Okay, mages use. And then we have the botanist. Is she in a wheelchair? It's going to be so difficult. And then... Is that fucking Jotaro from JoJo? It's standless... Jotaro. There's no way that they made this character and not think of JoJo. It's who are we thinking about, guys? I'm thinking it's time to ora, you know. Some fools with this. Now, I did read a little bit about the difficulty in this game. I would definitely go masochism mode. I know that's masochism, but it's spelled weirdly. I would normally go this mode for content. However, I believe you skip like a couple of the beginning levels, and that doesn't sound like fun. So I'm gonna go with Fear and Hunger mode, which is just normal. We don't skip cutscenes in this house. Never. The soothing sound of the rail tracks. You are not used to such a peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce what has led you to this point in life. For the majority of your life, you've only known the streets of the Vatican City. This is actually the first time in your life you're traveling this far from those narrow and crowded alleyways. Things don't look that fancy elsewhere. Traveling is overrated, you think to yourself. In your earliest memories, you remember spending time with your parents, but then suddenly, you just didn't have parents anymore. You can't remember what happened, but from one point onwards, it was just you and your sister against the world. You were only 10 years old, but you still had to make a living somehow. Okay, that's by being a pickpocket or being a burglar or try to lead an honest life. This is really interesting because this is not in the first game at all, but it's very like Dungeons and Dragons background picker. I guess you pick up a skill from this, like a relevant skill. I can be a burglar, a pickpocket, or try to live an honest life. Pickpocket, I guess you can loot enemies or something. Maybe there's an ability for you to steal items during a fight. And burglar, I guess that's like breaking into places? The first game had that too? I had no idea. I've never played the first game, I just watched playthroughs of it. I'm gonna become a burglar. Oh! Lockpicking. Perfect. The Vatican City was full of streets, kids similar to you, and in no time you learned the tricks of the trade. You tried your hand in breaking into apartments and stealing all the valuables you could carry. It worked for some time, but often you got caught in the act, which resulted in you getting beaten up. Oh, well, yeah. The streets schooled you hard, but as you grew older, you noticed that you started to tower over those who bullied you before. If someone still tried to do you dirty, you were quickly able to give them a taste of your justice. Because of your size and skills in fighting, you started to attract attention of local street gangs that tried to recruit you as their muscle. This never sounded right to you. You have been extorted of your measly salaries too many times. You didn't want to do the same to anyone. That's nice. That's nice of us. We're good guys, you know? But turning down small-time criminals only got you to further trouble. Almost every other night, you'd end up in street fights. At one point, you realized that you were doing more fighting than actual work. Not to mention, that's where you got most of your money, too. You started to consider fighting as your job. Maybe it would be worth investing into. You started to work out more regularly. Okay. More stat allocation kind of questions. I can train my strength. Bulk up and mass. I guess this is damage and this is hit points? Or improve footwork, maybe quicker, train your stamina. I don't know what the difference between... I think that's part of the fun, I guess. Train strength, train... What would be correct? I'm gonna say improve... I think so. I just don't know. Like I kind of divided them like train strength is power, and then bulk up mass was like being. Oh, maybe it's like having more resistance to damage is bulk up. I think bigger, and then stamina is just your HP. But I don't. I'm just guessing. Improve your footwork. Maybe we're faster in the game, or we have better evasion. I'm going to say I'm kind of torn between train strength and improve footwork. You know what? We're a JoJo character. So we're gonna bulk up in mass. It's more important to be big. You thought that bulking up could make you more resistant to punch, at least tripling your calorie intake. Oh no! That is not good. I'm more hungry than normal. I didn't even think about that. You're not gonna beat this game in this lifetime? You know, this is how I usually play games, pretty slowly. You managed to increase your defense with a couple of levels in the end. Okay, so we eat more, but we're tougher. You were doing alright in fights, so much that you started to build a little reputation on the streets. In no time, you moved onto underground boxing rings, where there was more money on the table and less danger of the opponent pulling a knife in the middle of a match. While you were busy in the ring, your sister had grown into a young, beautiful woman. It would mean trouble for your reputation. Most of the low-life thugs on the streets knew that they'd have to answer to you if they tried anything dodgy. That didn't mean that there was those who tried. She started to get close with a known mobster named Ricardo Accardo. We're gonna call him Ricardo the Avocado. He was the heir to the avocado branch of the family. The family was an organized body of criminals operating in Vatican City, in all the intents and purposes of the mafia, but they also have deep ties to the church of the country, so it was a little more complicated. Despite being a mobster, Ricardo seemed decent enough. He had a flirtatious and flattering way about him. He took notice in your skills and tried to get you recruited. You declined. Since you didn't take the offer, Ricardo had one on the platter. He proposed that he'd hook you up with a real boxing trainer to get you to the next level. You declined, but your sister said, do it. Things started to get more professional, and the second you stepped inside the gym, the trainer, an elderly gentleman who had impressive records of previous apprentices, was impressed by your raw skill. He thought the best way to push you further would be to choose where you specialize in. We can double down on defense or being better at evasion. I think accuracy is low-key very important from what I saw in the first game, so we'll go accuracy. Nice. His methods proved effective. Soon you had your first real bout in the ring and won the match with relative ease. Your sister and Ricardo were there to celebrate. You continued with your winning streak. The hype around you was growing slowly. Even you started to believe the hype. Ricardo was able to organize big matches, one after another. You started spending more and more time inside the family quarters with Ricardo and your sister. Without noticing it, you had pulled into the crime world. What started as helping out a friend became a frequent occurrence. Soon, Ricardo showed his true colors as well, and he had been building you up for a fated boxing match. Apparently, your next opponent was a former family member who had cut all ties to the organization. Your job was to kill him. Okay. You politely declined, but at this point, there was no turning back. Ricardo reminded that he got your sister back at his flat. This son of a gun, as someone in chat would say. He's real asking for. He's asking for it for real. You didn't know what to do. Soon you found yourself in the ring with the ex-family member, and the bell rang. He was tough. He was a tough opponent, but you managed to get the best of him. You were able to counter one of his attacks with a knockout hit. Things moved in slow motion, and as you saw Ricardo in your corner nodding with a sly smile, you followed up your hit with another and another and another. So you beat... Oh, God. You didn't even stop when the man hit the ground. The referee had to pull you away with all he got before you stopped. The damage has already been done. You killed that person. What a backstory. It's interesting. This was only the beginning. Ricardo had plenty of dirty work for you to do at this point. Damn it, Ricardo. At this point, he had plenty of leverage too, your sister being the last resort every time you hesitated. So, do I get rid of Ricardo or get my sister and flee the country? Like, on one hand, going after Ricardo seems kind of smart, but at the same time, if you kill Ricardo, there's going to be somebody else after you, like someone higher in the chain. So I think I escape plan. You couldn't find your sister anywhere, calling her telephone, nothing. Okay. You started to suspect that Ricardo had suspected something like this and sent your sister away. You were left no choice but to confront Ricardo. Ricardo was wary of you. He seemed to sense your killing intent from miles away, and that's why he avoided seeing you alone. He was too cocky to consider you a serious threat, though, as if he had you under his thumb. That proved out to be a grave mistake for him. You were to meet Ricardo and a dozen of his henchmen at a local club to discuss another one of your many tasks. You had the opportunity to see him alone, but that opportunity never presented itself. Fair enough, you thought. The moment you got to a punching distance, Ricardo had a split-second realization of what had happened before you knocked him out of his feet. The little rat tried to slither away, but you grabbed him by his throat and kept slamming him on the floor until he stopped moving. In your rage, you lifted it up and threw him over the railing. He fell from the second floor to the center of the club's dance floor. So if you haven't played the first one, does it mean if you... Yeah, it seems like they're totally different games. You saw him fall headfirst to the ground. You had succeeded in what you had set out to do. Getting out of the club was secondary. Okay, we fight our way out. This background setup is actually really long. I'm both impressed, and it's really in depth, which I like. You ran away from the crime scene. Okay, and then we received a phone call from our sister. She had just been sent to Ricardo's summer villa in the country of Valen some days prior. You explained the situation to her, and the two of you decide to meet up in the country of Rondon. There was no possibility of you living in Vatican City anymore. You had to act fast. You gotta take luxury products or food. I'm curious what this is, so I'll... Oh no! Heroin and some pep bills. Interesting. Cool. Definitely the wrong choice. Definitely the wrong choice. You took the first train and left the country. The destination was obscure, a little town called Prehevel in the country of Bohemia. You have no idea where that place was, but you figured you could plan your trip better once you got there. Okay. Yes, I don't want to do that again. Save. Skip intro. I mean, at this point, we might as well get the full tour. Winners don't use drugs. What was that? I blinked and I thought I saw something. Yeah. How do I interact with objects? Excuse me. No answer. You search the luggage. You find 3 matches. Cool. Is this something I can... pamphlet? I want to steal Give me things to steal. Let's go down. See what we can find. Oh, 2 shillings. You search the luggage. You find a cloth fragment. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of something. What? Interest. Yeah. Yeah, I'm beginning to get concerned. I just was like looking for loot, and I realized this place doesn't look quite right. I like the ambiance though. What the fuck? This is the janitor. You! I've been looking for you everywhere. Just where do you think you ran off to? Don't you understand the hurry we're in? I honestly don't understand. Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape. Yeah, why not? Feisty one. The eyes of the janitor bulge out from their sockets as his expression intensifies. We can do it the hard way, too. Alright, bring it. Oh my god, this guy is more terrifying than I thought he was going to be. Skills. We can talk things out. I think we're beyond that. What is revved up? I think we gotta take care of... I can... At least I know the sensor is working. I think we gotta take out that bloody arm. Let's go. Oh. That's not good. Okay, take out that arm. Thank you. I can just hit his... let me take out this arm. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Oh, yeah! Sand attack. Okay. I'm gonna go for the head. Oh, shit. Nice, nice, nice. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for the head again. I think I was just unlucky. No, maybe I'm not supposed to go for the head. Maybe the body? Yeah, I need to beat this guy ASAP. Oh, there we go. Body was the right call. I'm guessing the chance to hit the head is really low, but it like instantly ends the fight if I get him. Okay. The monstrosity is down. Yeah, take that. Beat him again. Okay, I'll search him. You find a Kasara. This board is like out of place. Is there some sort of secret? No, nothing. Oh, okay, they're just like this. Oh, what the fuck is this? What? Lifeless arms reach out from between the boards. This is like some nightmare fuel. I can't... I like that, though. It's hello? Maybe I should have healed. But I don't have any healing items. I have heroin. Um... Where am I? Oh no. Well, guys, that's been your playthrough of Fear and Hunger 2. Thanks for Oh, okay. Apparently we're not done. Man, that moon is so cool. Reminds me of Majora's Mask a little bit. Ah, there you are. What kind of voice should I give this guy? Ah, there you are. Mysterious person greets you in a monotonous voice. Come on, this guy's like clearly giggling. There's no way he has like a monotone voice. Got you pulled out of that nasty place. You were going deep into that rabbit hole. No, I gotta work on it a little bit more. Now you're safe under the blue. now you are safe under the. Okay, let's. What kind of voice? I feel like I need to make it a little more consistent. Not the since you don't like the goofy voice, I'll try my best to. I'll do the. Now you're safe under the beautiful green hue of the moon. Welcome to the Moon Tower. Okay, I gotta pay more attention because I'm having too much fun. Thank you for getting me out of there. What's going on? Is this a nightmare? If this were me, I would say, yuck. That is what I'm here for, to explain the situation you are currently facing, to explain the great once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that has befallen within your grasp. Okay, what's this opportunity? Since our words could not possibly reach my master, I speak in his behalf. And who might my master be? Well, for now, let's just say that he is the delinquent one, Rare, the trickster moon god. And me? You can call me Perkele. Percocets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I am just a humble servant of his celestial majesty. You are the dreamer. He is the dream. My master has invited 14 of you to join us in this jubilee of cosmic proportions. 14 candidates, but only one true victor? Is this like fucking Fate Stay Night up in here? It's just battle royale to the death? That's pretty sick. The festival of Termina is upon us. Well, I mean, I kind of want to know what this is. It is a festival to give you, the humans, a peek to grandeur and a chance to reach for illustrious heights. The festival to end all festivals. That's ominous. I'm intrigued. This must be all very confusing to you. I won't burden you with any more information at this very moment. Just head towards the tower. That is all you need to know for now. I will gladly answer questions once you get there, but until then, let us meet again under the moonlight. All right. You wake up suddenly. Was it just a dream? Oh, I still have the item. Okay. So it wasn't just a dream. Unless I killed someone with that item in my sleep. The train, it seems to have stopped. Okay. How's my Okay. Hey, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. However, if you want part 2, you'll have to subscribe and like. See you till then.